think it's clear the U.S. knew the attack was coming and positioned accordingly. There are reports the U.S. ambassador to Israel knew beforehand, so the White House definitely knew, and we can surmise from Trump's unexpected public statements to Israel earlier this week that it should not aggress against Iran to also be an indicator the White House knew what was coming, perhaps as early as last week, if not sooner. Furthermore, Trump's words yesterday on potential Iranian breakthroughs in nuclear enrichment as not being imminent, but could very well happen, could have been taken as encouragement by Israel. That was certainly something that was noted by the BBC yesterday. But we might also view this statement as the White House being resigned to the attack, perhaps even pivoting rhetorically to be able to later justify the attacks in the coming days, especially if Iran withdraws from talks with the U.S. this Sunday, which is likely, and if Iran counterattacks Israel, which is almost certain. That said, whether or not the U.S. approves, I think is really sort of difficult to determine presently. There's no doubt that Trump's telling Israel publicly not to attack would have been heard in Tehran as a warning that an attack was being considered, perhaps imminent. While also, the White House trying to use that as an opportunity to distance itself and deny responsibility for what followed. However, it's also clear that Trump did not do enough to dissuade Israel from attacking, and no doubt could have done so. And he might well benefit from the attack, in so much as there are reasons to doubt that his efforts to negotiate a no-nukes treaty with Iran were likely to come up empty-handed at some point.
Professor, we're looking at almost certain escalation of the situation, not if, but when Iran counterattacks and retaliates in the days to come. How concerned are you that this could blow up into a full-blown war between the two sides and further exacerbate the situation in the wider region here?
I think it's absolutely clear that is an imminent risk. I think that already the attacks that we're seeing are a clear indication that risk is here, that it's no longer a risk, it's a reality. I think we have to be very worried about reports of potential nuclear contamination in Iran. But also, the fact is, it's possible the U.S. will be dragged into this despite denying responsibility. We know the U.S. has a robust security alliance with Israel. We know it provides Israel with weapons and intelligence, provides Israel with diplomatic protections. Therefore, the U.S. is already involved, and this involvement is likely to increase again if or when Iran counterattacks. Then the U.S. is likely to help suppress Iran's attacks, to help Israel repel them, as it did previously when Iran counterattacked previous Israeli aggressions.